What's a VIP? A very important person. I was looking at VIP parking today on my way home. I was thinking, VIP parking, very important person. How does any one person become more important than another? In a world that's based on gains and values and cash, it's easy to see how. I guess the idea of the word is important is maybe it should be V.I.P, very revered person. Then we could really look at why we revere them. I mean, what is it about a person that we revere? I've always been totally annoyed with the people, with the fact that people idolize movie stars. There seems to be this idea that people on television have this perfect life, and I think the reality is that they don't. They're just like you and me. They're just people. In fact, they seem to have more problems than the average person sometimes. It was just at lunch today, actually. The guy I was with, he was talking about, the guy I was working with talking about Heath Ledger, and he said, I'm not sure of the story. I don't follow any really celebrity gossip. I don't even know how he died. He said that he committed suicide. I thought that he like OD'd or something, but ODing is a pretty common way of going, I guess, with a lot of these people. It's like I always revered Jimi Hendrix as a guitarist, but he died choking on his own fucking vomit. I mean, what kind of a hero is that? I grew up and I got older and I realized, wow, this guy had a totally spiritual essence to him, but he got lost in the drugs. And that happens to a lot of people. And I know a lot of folks, they feel sorry for people who go that way, but I'm like, a person who's educated, who goes off and becomes something, and a fully educated, capable person who has a lot of money, it just goes to show that even somebody with that, can fall by the wayside. It's sad. But what is an idol? What do we who do we idolize? It's like the folks that I idolize are like Socrates and Alan Watts and Manly Hall, and people who spent their lives seeking to better mankind as a whole, to learn and understand what we're doing here and why we're here. Those are the heroes. Those are the ones that endure through time. That's why so many people have an issue with pacifism. But pacifism has always been the most common mode of recognition as far as a person, the way we remember a person. The folks that endured through history, people like Gandhi and MLK, people who promoted peace and acceptance and tolerance. So that's why I think the way I do about that particular side of it, of pacifism, is that people, the people who have tried to make the changes are revered because there are changes that everyone wants to make, because everybody has the same desire to have a peaceful, tolerant society, but we all go back to work on Monday and fall back into our old ways. And it's just kind of the way it is. I've always been fascinated with the fact of, if you're stuck in traffic at a concert, going to a concert, a lot of times everybody's like, woohoo! I mean, it depends on where you're at, but at dead shows, everybody would be hanging out their cars cheering because you're having a good time. But even if you're driving around town, you're not minding the situation you're in. And then we go back to work on Monday and flip everybody off in traffic. It's just, we have these times where we are doing better. Times when everyone's happy. Times when the situation, although it's the same situation, has different circumstances around it, and that's I don't know how I got off on that tangent after talking about whatever. Anyway, I get back to the main subject, I suppose, here, which was what was the main subject? Is that really what's going on today? I'm not going to remember anything. VIPs, very important people. Who is important? What makes them important? That's how I got there. I was talking about important people. Who is important? The pacifists, the passive people in history, the ones who have made an impact. But I don't see a VIP as a person who's doing well in a corporation. That just doesn't make sense to me. But I can understand through the employees there, they revere him because they want to have his position. On and on and on. Anyway, peace out. Everyone have a great night. Hope you're doing well and enjoying this beautiful summer day, because it looks like the leaves are about to turn. It's almost fall.